Hi guys, welcome back to Bows Fan TV, and today we're back with another video doing the match reaction to yesterday evening's 1-1 draw against Waterford at Daily Mount Park. A fourth straight draw, not what we wanted. Obviously we wanted to get back to winning ways after three draws, but we've gone and got a fourth in a row now. It was another largely disappointing performance. I thought we improved as the game went on, and in the second half we definitely pushed in the later stages for that winner, but just didn't really have enough going forward. Again, we dominated the early stages. We looked the more threatening team, no doubt about that, but we still weren't creating the chances, and we were struggling really. We were pretty much out of ideas almost, and Waterford then caught us with a set piece to take the lead. A poor goal to concede, and yeah, we were very frustrated with how we were playing in the first half, with just the amount of dominance that we were seeing from ourselves with the possession, and the fact that we couldn't create those chances was really disappointing, and the fact that we were caught from a set piece to go 1-0 down. It was a disappointing first half. We made a change at half time, bringing on Flores at left back for sending Mullen, who was on a card and struggling really down the left hand side. Waterford were getting balls out wide. If those balls went centrally, Hickey and Topper's going to get on the end of them, 9 times out of 10. So they were deliberately targeting us there, and they got some joy from it. In the second half, we definitely did push on and start to become very dominant, and we made some changes that helped us a little bit. Like we said, with Flores, Strods came on as well, McDonald brought Rossi on then as well, and the game did tilt in our favour then, and we did start to control things, and obviously got the equaliser from Colin Whelan from the spot, and yeah, after that, we did have a couple of chances to win the game. Whelan again with a header that their keeper pushed onto the crossbar, and their keeper did pull off some good saves and had a great game and kept them in the final sort of few minutes, and they held out for a point, and we were left frustrated again. Again, it just the concerns are starting to come back about us going forward, that we shared a lot of last season. A couple of injuries up there have really cost us in recent games. No Douglas James Taylor, no Dale Rooney. Those players are really crucial to us. In terms of just having more options going forward. And the fact that we didn't have them to call upon again was something that we missed. And I thought Stroud's done well when he came on, and I think he's definitely put himself in contention for a start on Friday against Sligo. Diallo comes in for his first start, and I think he played quite well. Very kind of calm and kind of composed on the ball, and yeah, I thought he had a decent game. Obviously Pat Hickey comes in up front for the last 20 odd minutes or so, and he gave us a bit of something. He acted as that bit of a threat that we were missing up there, and like we said, there were chances for us to win the game after we got the equaliser, but unfortunately we didn't take them, and it's another draw. Second half was an improvement. We got the equaliser. I suppose the one positive we can still cling on to is the fact that we're still unbeaten, but it's no wins and four now. It's another draw at home to a team that we really should be beating. There's no doubt that at the back we've improved massively, and that's been the biggest strong point of our season so far. But going forward again, it's getting a little bit frustrating, and it's something that unless James Taylor can get fit. I know I said this in the previous video, but we might have to look and correct that in the summer with bringing in another striker. But look, I still think James Taylor has a future here, of course. We all just want him to be fit again, and back up top, maybe even alongside Colin Whelan, and those two can cause some damage hopefully. So let's hope that we can be able to do that soon. Dawson Devoy picked up a yellow card in the game, and that's his 5th of the season, so that means he'll be suspended for the Sligo game on Friday, which is obviously a huge blow. But I think we would have rather it was Friday than next week, and him be suspended for the derby. So you're without a winning 4, and you're going to be without arguably our best player in your next game. It's not ideal, but yeah, I think Friday has to be a win. We're coming up against a Sligo side really struggling, and we dismantled them in the showgrounds back in February. So we'd be looking for more of the same, hopefully. But yeah, just overall, really, to conclude yesterday, another disappointing performance, really. An improvement in the second half. We pushed on. We could have easily found a winner. We had our chances there. Keeper made some good saves, but again, the lack of ideas and creativity that we were seeing going forward is something that we're starting to get more concerned about as the games go by. But we'll try and stay as positive as we can, and say it's another game unbeaten, and we've got a good chance to hopefully get back to winning ways on Friday night. So that's where I'll end it. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment down below your thoughts on the game, and I'll see you for the preview for the Sligo game on Thursday. Bye bye.